Okay, so welcome everybody. So we'll talk about Srimati Radharani's cooking. So this is actually from Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami's Govind Lilamrit 2. All these details are actually in chapter 3. And the title of the chapter is Shri Radhika Cooks for Shri Krishna in the Morning. So chapter 2 is actually all the pastimes leading up to Krishna leaving for the morning to go to the forest. So have you ever wondered what Srimati Radharani and the gopis cook for Krishna every day? So Krishna's Kaviraj has actually written out so many things that they do. So here's a beautiful pastime of the exciting events that take place in Mother Yashoda's kitchen in preparation for Krishna's return from the cowherd fields. And these verses give us clues to Krishna's favorite foods. When Gokula and the Krishna went to the meadows, Queen Yashoda became eager to prepare his meal. So she engaged everyone in the house. Although all the people in her house were busily engaged in their duties, were all excited with love for Krishna, still Yashoda, bathed by the nectar of affection for her son, directed them all. She told her maidservants, "Oh girls, my boy will now return from the barn with Balram, skinny and hungry. So quickly start cooking. Bring spinach, radish, golden flowers, mung dal, fruits, leaves, ginger, groundnuts, sour spices, turmeric, pepper, camphor, sugar, cumin seeds, cream, tamarind, hing, honey, chatti fruits, cassia leaves, licorice, cane sugar, ingredients for pudding, sea salt, coconut pulp, whole wheat, ghee, yogurt, tulsi rice, and whole rice, and bring milk from a cow that was sent here this morning by Nand Maharaj. Bring all these things to the kitchen for preparation." This chapter is just over 100 verses describing all these different things that they do to prepare the meal for Krishna. And then verses 6 to 8, this is the explanation for that. The maidservants quickly executed this order, and Mother Yashoda, still overwhelmed with affection for Krishna, called Mother Rohini and told her, "Friend Rohini, the tender bodies of our boys, Krishna and Balaram, have been very much injured by the cowherd boys during the whimsical wrestling games. How many cowherd servants are there not in my house? Still, despite my prohibition, Krishna and Balaram still go to the meadows themselves to herd the cows. What can I do? Sakhi, our sons are exerting themselves by dancing and strolling around in the forest. Then in the evening, when they return, they have no appetite and they hardly eat anything. Thus, they become very weak and skinny. Alas, in the morning, their bellies are flat. Oh, fair-faced Rohini, quickly go to the kitchen. Our sons have become very hungry. Prepare enough food to satisfy their great appetite. Carefully prepare the same curry which they liked so much yesterday, whatever else they like." Being thus ordered, Balaram's mother went to the kitchen with her maidservants, lovingly taking all the ingredients for cooking with her. Eager to increase her son's small appetite by preparing different sweetmeats, the queen of Gokul desired to bring Sri Radha for cooking. Accidentally, Kundalata, the wife of Upananda's son Subhadra, came along and offered her obeisances to Queen Yashoda. Yashoda told her, "Oh Kundalate, one day Durvasa Muni blessed Sri Radhika, saying, 'Radha, may the grains you cook taste sweeter than nectar. May anyone who eats them be blessed with a long lifespan. Because of this blessing of Durvasa Muni, I call Radha here every day to cook. Although my son is a small eater, he gets great appetite when he eats Radha's delicious preparations. So please appeal to her mother-in-law with these words of mine and quickly bring Radha here with all her friends.'" Although Queen Yashoda daily engages Kundalata like this, it is always again like the first time. There is no fault in this, for the residents of Braj are not aware of it. Intoxicated by passionate love for Krishna, their experience this routine is ever fresh. The reason for this actually is because time there there's no beginning and end. So every day is a fresh new day, and they forget whatever they've done in the past. So that's why it feels ever fresh when they're cooking for Krishna again and again. Kundalata was enthused by Yashoda's words, and she became eager to unite the queen bee Radhika with the honeybee Madhusudan. Although Jatila was very awkward towards her daughter-in-law, the clever Kundalata came to her and announced the message of the Queen of Vraj. Hearing this order, Jatila became worried about Krishna's attachment to her daughter-in-law. But then she remembered Purnamasi's instructions and told Kundalata, "Oh child, my daughter-in-law is a chaste girl, sweetened by the nectar of the best attributes. But Nan's son is very whimsical. People in general are fault finders, but Purnamasi ordered me never to ignore the orders of the Queen of Vraj. My heart is stirred with doubts. What should I do?" Kundalata replied, "Oh mother, you speak the truth, but you should not think that Krishna is as naughty as wicked men are telling you. Just as the sun nourishes the lotus flowers, but blinds the owls, removes the darkness of the world, and gives pleasure to the koka birds, he cannot please everyone. Similarly, Krishna gives joy to the whole of Vraj, except for some people like you. The young girls of the world are maddened by Krishna's sweetness, so it is proper for you to worry about your daughter-in-law's safety. But do not worry, Krishna will not be able even to see her shadow, and I will quickly bring her back to you myself." Jatila said, "O daughter Kundalate, you are known in Vraj for your chastity, so I entrust my innocent daughter-in-law in your hands. The eyes of Nan's boy are very restless, so please make sure that he does not see her." Then she called her daughter-in-law, told her, "My girl, go to the Queen of Nand, do what she tells you to, and then quickly return home. Today you must worship the sun god." When Radha was thus addressed by Jatila, she became very happy within, but pretending to be unwilling to go, she told Kundalata, "I have work to do at home. A housewife should not wander around from house to house." Again, Jatila urged Radhika to go to Nandeshwar. Then Kundalata, holding Radha's hand, told her, "Oh chaste girl, why are you so afraid to go there? I'm here to protect you." Thus Radhika went with her, shivering of joy. Her friends, headed by Lalita, followed her, taking homemade laddus along for Krishna's breakfast. On the road, Kundalata looked at the scarf that moved on Sri Radhika's chest and joked with her friends about it in a loving joy. She said, "Radhe, even though your husband was out for 3 or 4 days to have the newly purchased fertile cows inseminated by the bulls, he came home last night and slept alone in his own room. Still, we can see that your chest is covered with nail marks of some man, and your lips are bitten all over. You're very happy that you are showing clear signs of a chaste faith to your husband now." Lalita, seeing Radha's hidden smile and her wide, slightly squinting eyes, told Kundalata, "Why are you needlessly causing anxiety to Radha's heart? Yesterday, a proud parrot in the forest sat on her breast, thinking them to be pomegranates, scratching them, and then he bit her lips, thinking them to be bimba fruits. This is why she is bruised like this." Kamakshi, do you want to read some of this?
Yeah, I can help you out. Sorry, I was not actually on the board, so
That's
remind
okay.
me where do I?
Yeah, Kundalata saw that Radhika's.
Okay, Hare Krishna, Radharani ki jai. Kundalata saw that Radhika's body was stirred with wave-like shivering, remembering her pastimes with Krishna after hearing Lalita's words. Slightly smiling, Kundalata looked at a nearby pond and said, as if addressing a female lotus, "Oh, foolish Padmini, why are you shivering of joy?" Kundalata's wine of kund flowers, or Krishna's knees. They were brother-in-law or giver of joy, Madhusudan, Krishna or a honeybee, showing his own restlessness. Has already enjoyed you, leaving you now after drinking your honey. Now we will drink your honey again. Rest assured that he will not enjoy you again. Then the clever Visakha, who was expert in making golden earrings of joking words that gave pleasure to the ears, told Kundavali, "Oh, friend Kundalite, Kundalite, just as this tender and pretty lotus is afraid of the black bee, despite blooming up out of attachment to the sun, this lotus like Radha is afraid of your brother-in-law, Krishna." Okay. Being very restless out of her desire to see Krishna, which came forth from her strongly arising mood of attachment to him, Radhika became overwhelmed with very strong loving happiness as she heard all these shy, joking insinuations. She slowly approached the abode of the king of Raj with her beloved girlfriends. Arriving there, she offered her obeisances to Yashoda, Mukunda's mother, who lifted her up and embraced her, holding her to her chest. Being more affectionate than billions of mothers, Yashoda happily smelled Radhika's head and kissed her, while tears flowed from her eyes. She also embraced each of Radhika's girlfriends and freely inquired from Radhika about her welfare. Overwhelmed by affection for her son and eager to quickly arrange for his meal, she said, "Oh, girls, you are famous in Braj for your expertise in making many sweet preparations. Cook nice food that will give appetite even to a small eater like my boy. Oh, girls, one of you must prepare salty dishes, someone must make a yogurt dish, and someone should cook in ghee, and someone should cook in sugar." Radhe, mother, you are expert in cooking tasty dishes, so please go to my kitchen with Rohini and carefully prepare the best sweets and vegetables with her. Oh, my daughter, carefully prepare soft amrit kali and karpura kali pies that are millions of times sweeter and tastier than the nectar. Who else is the 3-4 walls, but you know how to prepare such things that makes Krishna eager to eat. Oh girl, prepare that Pusha Granthi pie that Krishna likes so much, and carefully put this in 5 kinds of nectar with a drink of cardamom and camphor. Oh mother, Lalit, make condensed milk with sugar and camphor. Oh Visakha, Vaishak, quickly make lemonade. Sashilke, make Sikarni yogurt drink. So it must be like lassi. Daughter Champaklat, make buttermilk. Tangavidya, daughter, make Amileksha milk drink mixed with all suitable ingredients of different varieties. Or mother, Sita, make Matsya Sandriya, a sugared candy drink. Or Vasanti, make white sugar cane. Or Mangal, make jalpi sweets. Or Kadambari, make camphor pie. Sudevi, make sweet rice. O Rangadevi, make cane sugar pie. O Lashke, make ladus of sugar, ground rice and grapes. O Kumudi, make many kinds of puns. O Mother Madalse, make moon white cakes. O Sashikmukhi, carefully make sweet rice with curd. O Sumukhi, you make tasty sweet pie. O Manimati, make different cakes of ground rice. O daughter Kanchanavali, make ladus of whole wheat in ghee. O Manorama, make sesame sweets by frying huskless sesame seeds. Then you can cut a square sesame pie. Or Vindahi, make basket-shaped sweet pie by frying whole wheat and barley first in ghee and then in sugar water. Then you can make a split pea pie. Or rambe, you make karamba, cornmeal mixed with yogurt, with bananas cooked in sugar, or on a golden plate. Or manojni, squeeze out ripe mangoes and keep them in a condensed milk with sugar. Or kilambe, make ghee from the milk which was taken from the cow named Suganda this morning, and that which I call churned yogurt. Or ambike, slowly stir in the milk that King Narad personally.
Just move it down.
Yeah, okay.
Nanda.
Here for Krishna, Nanda personally milk for the cow named Davala, and which is sent here for Krishna and Balram's consumption. O girls, swiftly go to my milk storehouse, which is filled with big sifting spoons, clay pots, and wooden bowls. O the Danshani, take all these items from the storerooms and put them in suitable vessels for preparations. O Ranga, Malinki, go to the storehouse with Tulsi and quickly get all the required ingredients and place them before your maidservants where they are going to be prepared. Do you want to take over for a short time?
Yeah, anyone else would like to read? Don't mind.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, yes, Sunil Prabhu. So we're here on Indumukhi.
Hare Krishna. Oh, Indumukhi, take the plums, mangoes, pomegranates, karika, amalika, limpaka, lemons, badari, and ruchika fruits, and roots like ginger that have been kept in salt and oil for many days, and make them into very tasty pickles, as well as the tamarind, mangoes, amalaki, badari, and berries that have kept in candy water for many days out of the storeroom, and put them on golden plates. O Sunday, Subhe, Bharani, Pibari, and Mishtahaste. O girls, quickly take the best milk which was taken from the meadows of the servants and the stoves, and start stirring it.
Na mention big glass of pelupi green tea.
Sri Gandharvika Radhika took off her veil, rings, and ornaments and handed them to Tulasi. She washed her hands and feet with water handed by Dhanishta. Then she bowed down to Rohini, who lovingly fondled her as if she was her own daughter-in-law, and entered the kitchen. When all the gopis thus bloomed with joy and went to work, Mother Yashoda anxiously told her servants, "O Payoda, place the water which was brought from Jajamuna yesterday evening, and which has been kept in new pots, covered with sheets, and that is scented with kunkuma, agur, camphor, and sandal, kept cool with soft breezes and moonbeams, and kept in special potholders around the moonstone, bathing dice which is sprinkled with water. Oh, Varida, scant Krishna and Balaram's drinking water pots with agur smoke, jasmine, camphor, cloves, and roses. Oh, barber, boy, Sugandha, bring the Narayana oil which cures innumerable diseases and nourishes the body, and which has been used by the physician Kal- Kalyananda from my room for massaging Krishna with. Oh, Barber Sunanda and Karpuraka, quickly get the cool and fragrant Udvartana unguent and the Kalika unguent made of ground amalika from the hair. O Saranga, quickly press the thin white overclothes for bathing, bathing and fresh silken golden clothes scented with fragrant powder for wearing after bathing. O Bakula, bring the red turban, the golden shirt, the red underwear, and the multi-colored sash, the four kinds of traditional dress in Raja. Here and press the Rauchika dresses. They are fit for dancing and were expertly sewn in different colors with broken and unbroken threads. O Sugananda Vilasa, Gandhanini, carefully fill up the pearl gem studded boxes with ornaments such as Chatusama that consist of vermilion, aloe, sandal, and camphor. O Dalika, grind Goro, Gorochana, a yellow pigment for applying Krishna's tilak. O Suchitra, grind minerals from Govardhana Hill for drawing pictures on Krishna's face. O Push, Pushpahasa, Suman, and Makaranda, quickly make a garland of Nagakesara, Vasanti, golden, yuti, and other flowers, and scent it with black aloe and camphor. O Sairendra, O Sairendra, balm, Makaranda, and bring in, take all the golden jewel-studded ornaments that the goldsmiths Rangana and Tankana have lovingly made after many days of hard work, following my great seal, and have handed it me last evening out of the storeroom. Today, Sunday, is the Pushya constellation, so they will bring Amrita, nectar of immortality. So ornament my boys with them. O boys, Salika, make a crest of fresh peacock feathers. O Malika, make different nice strings of red and white gunj berries. O Jambula, quickly cut the bad piece from the golden bit betel leaf and scissors and clean the good piece with a fine cloth. O Suvi La Sini, quickly scan fresh betel nuts with camphor after crushing them with a nutcracker and moistening them with milk, flaking them with dhatra leaves. O Rasala and Visalakya, make pen with ground cardamom, catechu, and cloves that are cleansed with a cloth. Hearing Mother Yashoda's order, the server went to their work, and Mother, casting her eyes down the road to see if her sons were coming back, asked a carrier coming back from the meadows, "Is Krishna coming? Why is he so late?" One carrier told her, "Krishna is making his young calves eat soft fresh grass." Another one said, "He's milking the bulls. He's making the bulls fight for the cows." Being surrounded for his cowherd boyfriends. Then Mother Yashoda, eager to bring her son back home, told Krishna's servant Raktaka, who was staunchly fixed in his service, "O boy, Raktaka, quickly go to the meadows and bring Madhumangal, Balaram, and my naughty son here." Then Mother went to the kitchen and asked Balaram's mother Rohini, "Please show me which curries and other dishes Radha and you have prepared." Hearing Yashoda's words, Rohini praised Radha's skill in cooking in different ways, while showing Yashoda all the curries placed in rows and clay pots on the clean table. She said, "O fair-faced friend Yashoda, the expert Radha has made fine sweet rice, kept here in these big clay pots, sweeter and cooler even than the moon. O chaste lady, I made this sweet, tasty, and soft porridge, which gives strength and nourishment, and kept in this clay pot. And look, there are also samosas and banana, coconut and cream, and different kinds of nicely prepared puddings. Look how Radha has prepared this Piyusha Granthi, Karpuri Keli, and Amrita Keli pies. Even I don't know how to make them so nicely. There are two kinds of pea pies, made only with sugar or salt, churned or moistened, and there are also two kinds of mass pies made with sugar and salt. There are four kinds of pies with tamarind, plum, sorrel, and mango, subdivided in mugged, slightly sweetened, and more sweetened, which makes 12 kinds. Look, these banana flowers are so fresh with their fresh blossoms, with mana stems and vital parts of the water stems with potatoes, carrots, and pumpkins are fried in ghee and dressed with chanaka paste in a circular fashion. Look at all these chickpeas fried in ghee only, and others then that are filled with other ingredients, moistened with ghee and amla. Different kinds of cake have been prepared with chanaka powder boiled in water. Some are soft and others are hard. Many kinds of dishes has been made in separate combinations with either nutmeg, fruits, roots, licorice, or black pepper. Oh, auspicious friend, this raita was made with yogurt, rasika seeds, pumpkin, gourd, and yotsnika. Krishna's beloved baka flowers and gold flowers buds are fried with ghee and dressed with yogurt. Two kinds of flour pies were fried in ghee and dressed with yogurt. There is also patola fruit fried in ghee. There are big pumpkin pies with stems, arum, potatoes, and sagar roots. Some of them are mixed with nalita, churna, and chavika. Radha made milk with gourd laced with sugar, cardamom, and black pepper. We made turnips in ghee with dhatri and bale fruits with yogurt and sugar. We made soft banana and pumpkin pies cooked with sugar and yogurt. It became nicely cool, sour, sweet. These nicely prepared sakas with nalita, methi, satapushpi, misa, patola, vastuka, mithuna, and marisa defeat the pride of nectar. There are sakas with kalambi that gives appetite, tin tiri juice, and black leaf nalita with hog plum. Today I made dal of three kinds with mukustaka, mudga, and mas that are like a well of nectar. I made moonlight round rotis with wheat thoroughly grown by the maid servants, and I kept rice bound in a thin cloth, which I will boil when Krishna returns from the meadows. O Yashoda, know that we have finished all the rice and vegetables that we had to make. We cooked, are cooking, and about to cook all the required preparations. When Mother Yashoda saw all the fragrant, nicely colored, tasty dishes, she became very happy and asked Rohini, "How did you prepare this so nicely?" Rohini said in amazement, "All these ingredients are actually ordinary, but simply because they were cooked by Gandhari Vikas Radhika's elegant hands, they have become so wonderful." Seeing that Radha, who had become shy and had lowered her head after hearing himself being praised, was perspiring, Yashoda melted with affection and ordered the maidservant to fan her. Rajeswari Yashoda went to the milk storehouse, where she became very happy to see all the prepared dishes. Then she promptly went to the town gates, anxious for Krishna to return from the meadows. And the poem Govinda Lilamrita, which is the result of service to Sri Rupa Goswami, who is a honeybee at Sri Chaitanya's lotus feet, the encouragement of Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, the association of Sri Jiva Goswami, and the blessings of Sri Raghunath Bhatta Goswami. This was the third chapter, filled with descriptions of the early morning pastimes.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Welcome. Hare Krishna.
And thank you, Kamakshi, as well, for reading so nicely. So it's amazing, all these different items that they make for Krishna. I don't think I've even heard of 1% of these items in my life. It's so
I
nice.
thought I had heard all of them.
Have you? You're very lucky. Have you had any of these items?
Yes, Mataji.
Wow. You're a very fortunate boy. I think living in Bharat, you probably have.
Riyanj will have to parcel some for us.
or your mother will have to send us recipes, huh? Of how to make these things. Okay, so Srimati Radharani ki jai.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Any other comments or any realizations from what we read today?
Haribol is just enriched with love and affection that they cook and do things. So it's like setting an example. So when we cook for Krishna, we should do the same.
True, very true. Yeah. And they try and get all the best ingredients as well. The topmost things for Krishna.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Great. So this just gives us a glimpse of, what they really do. And, it's not boring. Even just cooking for Krishna, it's not boring. All as I read at the beginning, every day is ever fresh because they forget what they've done the day before. So, it might be the same routine every day, but they don't find it tedious or boring. They just want to just do everything to please Krishna and Balaram.
Yeah, I suppose with the love and affection, they are so engrossed in it that it doesn't become monotony. It's sort of like loving it and doing it. And I'm sure Krishna reciprocates, and I think the cycle goes on, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They do it with love, Krishna accepts it and they reciprocates, and then they get more intense in doing it. So obviously it's they do it, he receives it and reciprocates. They do it and the chain goes on.
Very, very true, very true. Okay, so that was just a little glimpse. This book actually has a lot of nectar in it, Govinda Lilamrit, and this is only chapter 3. So maybe one day we can do some of the other chapters as well.
Not recommended to read it because Prabhupada said it's just too much confidential pastimes of the Lord in there. So we have to be a little careful.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's certain ones that we can we can read and get some inspiration from, maybe. Okay, like this one, we can get inspiration about what we can cook for Janmashtami and Radhashtami and things like that. Okay. So